So you, sir, are you a Muslim, sir?
I know.
Are you a Muslim yourself?
People they like dead rats. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm not here to be.
no, but how long have you been a Muslim?
All my life.
All your life? For how long?
For how long?
20 odd years, 30 odd years?
Yeah, 30 odd years.
30 odd years. So I'm sure, given that you've been a Muslim for 30 odd years, you would have examined the Quran, the history of Islam, and everything related to come to your conclusion to continue being a Muslim. Yeah. What's your name?
Yeah, Milo. You can call me Milo.
Milo. So what I am finding, so I am doing my.
I'm not here to debate.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah?
I'm not debating, Milo. I'd like to have a conversation with you.
Okay.
So what I am finding, Milo, you know, this thing you call the Quran, I am trying to study the details of it, not the theology of it. I'm not reading the contents and trying to understand what it says, but rather I'm trying to understand the history of the text. How did it come about, and so on. And I am finding very many interesting things in just a couple of months. And I'm thinking, how come Muslims did not see these things? So that's where I'm coming from, Milo. So please help me out. Yeah. So my challenge is going to be, you know what you have as Quran at home, you would consider that to be one book. One book revealed to this person called Mohammed.
Yeah.
Revealed from Islamic Allah himself. And you would take that seriously.
Islamic Allah.
Well, he's not.
Islam, you mean Islam, right?
He is Islamic Allah because
Why
he,
you keep saying Islam?
because
is that difficult to?
no
Islam?
Islamic Allah.
Religion name is Islam.
No, but I'm talking about Allah. The Allah that
God, yeah.
you know, Allah is a generic word, but that Allah anyway. Let's not
I have
get.
a few minutes, so yeah. Go
Yeah, that's fine.
Straight to the
So-
point, yeah. Straight to the point.
Straight to the point. Let me ask you a simple question. Do you think by the end of the lifetime of Muhammad, anyone had memorized the Quran?
What do you think?
I'm asking you. I'm asking you. Did anyone memorize the entire Quran by the end of his lifetime?
Our opinion, obviously, yeah. The companions, yeah.
The companions.
Yeah.
The companions,
Thousands of companions, yeah.
thousands of companions
Yeah.
had memorized the Quran.
Yeah.
Do you have proof for that? Any evidence or any?
I'm pretty sure you already asked a knowledgeable person about it.
No, I'm asking you. Milo, I'm asking you. Have you got, because you said thousands. I'm asking you.
Are you sure that your question are not kind of tricky?
Well, exactly. These are tricky
They're
questions.
tricky, yeah?
These are questions, though, which are very important for any Muslim to have asked. Yeah, because if Quran wasn't memorized by anyone in its entirety,
The Quran was oral, right?
yeah. So tell me, what
So
evidence
your
have you?
question is the book memorized? Yeah.
It
There
was
were
the-
thousands of companions that memorized the Quran.
What is the evidence?
I don't know personally, but you can ask any knowledgeable person here.
So, in
You
other
have
words,
an imam over there. You have yeah.
please bring some help from someone. So, please bring, because what I find is there is evidence to the contrary from your own sources.
Okay, I will look for it.
Yeah,
and
sure.
Maybe I can give you the answer.
Okay, so please, are you going to be here regularly?
Yeah, maybe.
Please bring evidence. The next time you come, please bring evidence
So what was your question? What are the evidence?
for
the
people to have memorized the Quran. How are you doing, brother? Good to see you.
You are afraid of blinder.
Yeah, praise the Lord. Good to see you. Good to see you. So,
I got your question, yeah.
okay, good.
Perfect, yeah.
So what I am going to challenge you with is this. What I am going to challenge you with this. What I am going to challenge you with this, my Lord. All evidence points to the fact that Quran, by the end of supposed Muhammad's life, wasn't even one book. That's what all evidence points to. And what all evidence points to also,
The transmission was oral.
you are saying it obvious. You're saying it is obvious, but just a moment ago,
You just mentioned the books, right?
But just a moment ago, I asked you for evidence.
Transmission. What
Transmission.
was it? In a written form or oral form?
Did anyone? Do you
Can you answer
have?
my question?
Yeah. Let me repeat the question. Do you have any evidence whatsoever
Yeah.
for claiming that people had memorized the Quran
Yeah, the
by the end of Muhammad's life? That's my
Yeah,
question.
The companions.
Because what I find,
companions.
yeah, that you have said,
That's the answer.
and I asked you for evidence. Do you have any evidence?
There is a change of narration, of course.
What's the
Of course.
evidence?
I told you. I'm gonna give you the evidence like later on. You can ask like, look.
But do you have the evidence? Do you have
Me
the evidence?
personally, right now, no, here.
You haven't got. But
I didn't
have
memorize
you?
the chain of narration. Or
Have
the
you?
evidence.
Have you? Hello. See you around, brother. See you around. Yeah, good to see you. Okay, sure.
And anyways, I'm sorry, but I gotta go. So.
Okay. So let me put it this way. Yeah. I'm going to read to you.
No.
You don't want
You
to?
have 2 minutes.
Okay.
I have 2 minutes. I gotta go. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to read to you your own hadith. Sahih al-Bukhari.
Which one? The first one?
Sahih al-Bukhari 5037. Yeah? 5037. Narrated Aisha. The Prophet heard a man reciting the Quran in the mosque and said, "May Allah bestow His mercy on him, as he has reminded me of such and such verses of such a surah." Now, I'm not challenging in a straightforward manner the question I asked you earlier, or the answer you gave for the question I asked you
want the
earlier.
evidence? I
But
told you, like,
please
We can
bring that.
you the evidence.
Please,
I can bring you the evidence.
please bring that next time when you're here, Milo. But I'd like to leave you with a thought, and that thought is, even Mohammed hadn't committed the Quran to his memory. Even Muhammad hadn't.
What is the evidence for that?
The exact hadith I read to you just a minute ago. Please, let me read again.
This hadith prove that the Prophet
Yeah, let me read.
didn't memorize
Listen to this.
Quran? Is that your point?
Please listen to this. The Prophet heard a man reciting, and this is what he says. This man, the particular man who is reciting,
Go ahead.
reminded me. What does remind mean? He reminded me. In other words, I had forgotten. I didn't even realize this existed. When he recited, that's when he reminded me.
Analogy.
Now, what does that hadith
I mean,
mean?
we gotta go to the Arabic word. What does it mean? The Arabic word to remind?
Can you read Arabic?
I can, but I'm not good at it. I mean, I'm not an Arabic person.
So can you read English?
Yeah.
So you can read English, not understand,
Yeah,
but you can
the
read.
language
You
is
can't read Arabic,
right?
but you can understand. Is that what you're saying?
The Prophet was speaking Arabic or English.
No,
That's
what
why
do
you
you?
gotta speak better.
Milo.
Sorry, I gotta
I'm
go.
not,
Yeah, I told you 2
I'm not
minutes.
speaking to Mohammed. I'm
No,
speaking
I-
to Milo. Milo, do you know Arabic? Okay, please come later. But bring evidence next time, please.